So, after everything that went on with the crazed archaeologist, you guys decide to go to your secret base instead of dealing with Trick Room Towers and getting another hotel room there, especially with everything that's gone on there. And when you arrive back in your secret base, everything is left where it was, but yes, Ava's brother is not there.
He didn't like the service. I like that you're sleeping in there with this giant Steelix plush.
Yeah, falling off the bed.
The plush has a mind of its own.
It is very true.
I still hate that fucking golem.
I just noticed that Blaziken's in like that paint me like one of your French women pose.
After Luna and Audino have their time, I guess Luna will look around and see if he left anything.
Looking around, it takes a little bit, but underneath the laptop that you always leave here, you find just a small little sticky note that says, going back to Lockport, thanks for letting me stay here. Signed.
He wrote it exactly like that too.
Yes, and signed former Special Ranger Kane.
Oh. Why would he put it underneath it?
Maybe he's hiding it from his sister, but she's kind of psychotic, so like even if he did hide it, I'm sure she would find it.
I guess so. Well, I guess he's off to Lockport, so...
You know, you would think that he'd consider the fact that, like... Alright, so he's no longer Jester, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I'm sure his sister's well aware of that fact. So where's he going? Home.
I mean...
I don't know if the first place I would go after being freed from this mind control bullshit, but I don't think it would be to my house where my sibling knows where I live.
I mean...
Did we establish he lives in Lockport?
No, I'm just assuming.
Kane
No.
had mentioned his last known memory before becoming the Jester is he was on an assignment to investigate an abandoned building in Lockport, reported to have several mysterious comings and goings from the building.
Alright, in my defense, that was like 2 IRL months ago.
Pen and paper. Actually, we have a chat that can be used. Also, journals or notes or.
Do you want? That would be so many notes that I'd have to read that my cracked out ass wrote.
I mean, I do remember your cracked out notes from season 1, so
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
that is fair. That is fair.
I don't even remember his name, and I know you've said it like 3 times already.
Cain.
Kane.
Chicken.
Like
But at
Cain
least-
and Abel, but Cain and Ava.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I think would be fun? Exploring the desert at night.
Yeah, let's go!
Yeah, let's go!
Yay!
Yay!
It's not like the crazy man mentioned nighttime or anything.
I
Nope.
mean, even if he didn't mention nighttime, it's been mentioned before. Who, I don't remember if it was Venom who told us about nighttime or if it was another person. Pretty sure it was Venom.
Yeah, Venom brought it up because he mentioned the way the way the moon reflects on the water, and
Yeah.
said
How's
something.
that for player issue? Bam!
Oh! 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 Oh!
Thank you, BB.
Whoa!
So we rest in the secret base until nightfall, and now we are returning to the desert mirror at night.
At night. I was checking on the archaeologist guy. Yeah, he was just having a heat stroke.
Okay. Yep.
He had some water, had some food, and then he was pretty alright.
What you looking at, Victor?
I don't know.
You are free to roll occult.
A cold. Ooh.
Occult?
Ooh.
Spooky.
Oh, shut up.
One of the things that is known about the desert region is that there used to be a kingdom here, and it was known for the worship of Giratina. This appears to be a heavily weathered fragment of what appears to be a Giratina statue. You know how it has the gold...
Face horns.
Yeah, the face horns.
Mandibles.
That's a gigantic statue then. And is it broken off or is it just buried?
I mean, considering the sand hole next to it, I wouldn't suggest going down there to figure it out.
I don't know, maybe somebody would want a pinch or something. It, very typical for those type of sand indentions.
Diggy diggy.
Digging around, it does seem to be just a fragment of the statue.
Why hole?
Give me a D100.
What does Mudster and Rublard find in there?
Larimar.
Munch.
How dare. Very nice. Reese.
Gonna give Pickles inspired and agility orders.
Nice. Pickles.
Pickles is gonna... Plant, were you gonna catch the sandy gas?
Yes.
Okay, I will not attack it then, because I don't want to kill it on you.
Very nice. Luna, you're up.
Luna's gonna inspire Munster.
Mudster.
Oh, would you look at that? Hut, hut, hut. Speed. Oh.
Very nice. The trap inch is looking bloody. Victor.
Oh, that poor Trappinch.
It looks like it just murdered somebody.
You know what?
Don't...
Eat.
I thought you were gonna kill it! I'm like, no!
No.
Hey!
There him be.
Woohoo!
There him be.
Nice. Sandy gassed.
You stop it with the draining.
He's looking a little healthier. And then, does it have any abilities going on? I don't need to trigger that. Trappage has been captured. Pickles.
Jesus.
Very nice. Good damage and is not confused.
I don't like the fact that the blood splatter at the back of its throat makes it look like a hole was blown through him.
Oh my god, it does.
Nice. Larimar.
So Larimar like is clearly about to bite this thing, and Victor's like panicking, like, no, don't do that, and recalls him.
No. Reese.
Reese will.
Balls!
This is one way to get trainers to trade Pokemon. Woo! Nice. Alright. Very nice. Alright, give me a second to switch these Pokemon here.
Mudster is doing the dab dance. After these Pokemon are captured, Mudster goes down and gets somewhat of that. What is the item called? Silky sand or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he walks up and he's just like offering it to Luna, just like a hands full of sand. She's just like, Victor, do you know what this is about? Do you want me to keep it?
So it is a type booster ground. Obviously, they gave them all generic names, because I think they can be crafted, so.
Mudster realizes his trainer does not understand, and he carries the sand over to Victor.
Oh, thank you. Victor is like trying to look through his stuff to see if there's anything to hold it in.
You could use an empty Pokeball.
Don't you have that that bottle of sand?
More sand in the bottle.
Dump out the normal sand and put the put the regular sand in it, or the silk sand in it.
Not to interrupt anything, you three, but does anybody else see this over here?
See what?
Oh, you know, just well, first
alphabet.
I think that has less to do with the sky and more to do with a group of unknown in a circle. And your aura reader goes off.
Mudster looks nervous as we approach the water, so Luna is going to recall him.
Victor is trying to find something to write on so we can write down what all the unknown are to see if it spells something.
Yeah, I was about to say Cypress has also pulled out like a pen and paper, just like these letters. Let's see here.
I'm trying to do it. I think that's STO.
Oh, distortion.
Oh, okay, you know what? I was putting the letters together in my head and I just couldn't fucking come up with the word.
See, I was starting at the N and going down to the O, so you spelling that out helped.
I got to the O and I was like, disto. What would be the word for what would disto be?
Dystopia.
Dystopian.
That would be DY.
Victor's like looking down into the mirror and does anything happen when he steps on it?
This is water, isn't it?
Yeah, so of course, as you take a step, first of all, you notice that the water is almost like just an inch deep. Yeah, you notice that there's like barely any water here. You were surprised that it can support any life at all. As you take a step, obviously you see your reflection distorting as you take steps.
Luna looks at Reese and goes, Is he walking on water, or is it just really shallow?
Victor, is Jesus confirmed?
Dist. Goodbye, Dist. Orshin. What does Orshin mean?
Trying not to step on the reflection of the moon. And is pulling out one of the distortion crystals he's got on him.
Ooh.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh, spooky.
I like that that's what you're doing, and my brain's looking at the unknown and thinking, how many people, if unknown were real, how many people would take the unknown and pretend to use it like a steering wheel?
Honestly, I
thought you were gonna say frisbee.
I was expecting collect one more and an F and just always have oof on your team.
No, see, that's too PG.
Alright, so of course it's kind of hard to mention, but yeah, as you guys were stepping closer, the unknown spotted you and they all scattered.
Even the shadow one.
Yes. Alright, Victor, you mentioned something about the crystal, yes?
Yeah, so he's pulled it out and he's like gonna try his best to put it in the center of the reflection of the moon.
Ooh. Alright, so as you do that, you can feel the heartbeat feeling of it start to get faster, and you do almost see that it starts to get charged by the moonlight. And then, from beneath you, the ground begins to rumble, and that little inch of water just starts to pulsate up and down.
Victor? What's going
Bye,
on?
Professor.
Notice how he
Hi.
doesn't say, hey, maybe get away from that? Closer.
Well, the unknown were spelling out distortion, and since they were circling around the moon, I thought there was a connection, and it turns out there is. I just don't know why or how or what this will lead to.
Victor starts to feel himself start to rise up as the as the ground beneath you seems to be raising up.
That was a cool trick, Victor.
Figured it out. Yay.
Do you need help down from there?
Yes, please. No, not that kind of help. Thank you, Dorito.
Extendo tongue.
Dorito just picks up Victor under the armpits and just brings him on down.
So I've
Wagon
learned
look.
today that trainers have no self-preservation skills. I see, not taught in the academy anymore, huh?
Nope.
As you guys walk inside the temple, you can see that the ground is slightly wet, as it was underneath the desert mirror itself. Standing in the center of the room is a beheaded statue of Giratina that looks similar in a way to one that you have seen before. And you notice that there are 4 lit braziers.
I'm going to start taking pictures of everything.
As one does. You can see Professor Cypress seems to be very interested in the statue, and he goes, I mean, of course, as we can tell, this is a statue of Giratina. Not to be Professor Obvious once again, I suppose.
If that was your goal, you failed.
Oh no, I was fully expecting to be called out again.
At least he expects it.
I've come to expect that with this group. And as he's
We have
studying...
3 sassy players.
Honestly, it's really only one sassy player, and then the 2 are pretty normal.
Damn.
But as you guys are looking around the room, you hear a voice that says, "Ah, welcome to the Temple of Reflection. What brings you for here?"
Happy candy time.
Why me? Why me?
Because the statue is blocking the other ones, of course.
Spooky purple transparent bitches always popping up in front of Victor.
Victor, you can't call them bitches. That's not.
That was not a
kosher.
character!
It's not very kosher of you.
Well, my question was not answered, but I do see it in your eyes. You're here looking for something, aren't you?
I just want to explore the temple and yeah. For research purposes, not to take or hopefully not to even move anything if at all possible. Keep things how they are in the past. What? Okay then. What?
Well, if you want to go deeper into the temple, you will have to open the large doors behind me. I should mention I am Jeska, the Sage of Giratina. Welcome to his temple.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry, Victor. Sounds like we're gonna have to touch something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like it's okay according to Spooky Bitch over there.
While it may be a temple for those that want to curry the favor of Giratina, those that don't wish that, must go through some trials to get further in.
And how dangerous are these?
Oh, well, danger is subjective. I kid. I am sure
You?
What was that?
I said, do you, kid?
I do. It was a joke. Ha.
Do you adult?
Actually, I elder, and in fact...
Yeah. Got him.
If you don't mind me asking, how long have you presided over the temple?
It has been many years. I have seen kingdoms come and kingdoms go, and governments go and governments form.
Yep. That's definitely how that. Yeah. So where are the trial doors?
Oh, they're right behind me, but to open the trial doors, you must do a trial.
That's okay. So what's the
But
first?
counterintuitive, if you ask me.
No, I really don't think so. You can blame that on grave robbers.
Fair enough, I suppose.
There's graves in here?
No, but of course. Well, I suppose I should let you get to your trial. I will leave you with the statue to Giratina. Goodbye. As Victor observes the statue, he notices the two purple gems that look like, seem to match the distortion crystals he has, and the larger one appears to have been chipped out of its place.
I guess we figured out where the distortion crystals came from.
Yeah.
Would you like help with that?
I can't turn around quickly. Wait. I don't know how to. No.
It's okay, you're free to climb on my shoulders. There we go.
Damn, Victor getting uppies from the professor.
I don't like it.
Oh, please, I'm a lot stronger than I look. It will be fine.
That's not the part I don't like.
What do you not like?
Here, Reese, take this. And Victor hands Reese the distortion crystal and just walks off.
Cypress just
okay.
sighs.
Can I climb up it without Cypress's help?
Yes, you can. Yes, you managed to scramble your way up without causing any additional damage to the statue.
Perfect, I didn't want to touch Cypress.
Yeah, well, I suppose that works as well.
Listen, the man voluntarily,
Voluntarily.
I was gonna say volunteering, like, rapidly for a teenager to climb on top of him might not be the best thing.
As you place the distortion crystal, it happens to slot in perfectly, and you can feel the heartbeat within the distortion crystal begin to grow faster as the doors open up. Yeah, wonderful.
Well, I guess that was the first trial. Climb on top of the Giratina statue.
Got strong arms.
Why is the one brazier a different color then?
It's called an aesthetics, Victor.
It's not a good aesthetic, it's asymmetrical. She's not so apparition-y this time.
Well, that was a nice, easy trial, wasn't it?
Weren't you, smoky before?
I suppose that is one way to put it, but I was projecting my soul to the next room. You don't know how long I've been stuck behind that door. Wait some time.
Seems like a lot of effort when you could just walk and... Okay.
And then what?
Open the door?
Well, she hasn't passed the trials, so clearly she couldn't open the door.
Fair enough.
Well, welcome to your next trial. Once you complete the trial, you will open the doors to the Hall of Shadows.
Is that what we were here for?
I mean, if that's the next part of the temple, then yes.
Fair enough.
Well, I would assume that that would be the reason why we're here. This temple is connected to that book that I was most certainly looking for. This might be called the Reflection Temple, but another word for reflection in regards to what we're looking for would be distortion.
You know, it's called the Reflection temple. I don't see very many mirrors.
Probably like a reflection of oneself type thing.
You would be correct.
Well, somebody forgot to polish the rocks because I can't see myself anyway.
Yes, but sages can see your souls.
I don't remember signing a terms of service for that, but okay.
Well, I haven't done the ritual to do so. I was merely giving you information of what I could do. Now, I did leave you to your own devices with the last trial, and it has been far, far too long since I've had guests. As you can see that there are 2 forms of fire. Make them all purple for me.
And now we've been promoted to interior decorating crew. Wonderful.
You know, I sense an issue here. Is there a problem, Hat?
Like I say, I'm the
Dude, you
only
can't
one
just
wearing a
call
hat.
her Hat.
I suppose I could call her Luna. She just cracks a smile.
Don't be intimidated by her, Luna. Probably outside listening to us when we were having our battle. You ain't got nothing on us, spooky bitch.
So we're already dealing with one psychic who worships Giratina. That I think the chances that a bunch of ancient psychics also worship Giratina are kind of high.
I mean, she was pretty smoky earlier.
In a similar way, we've seen Ava be before.
Luna, what is Mudster doing?
Hey! Don't do that.
There are now tiny Mudster scratch marks on the door.
I see you're attempting the brute force method. Many have tried that, and many have failed that.
And don't damage the temple.
Oh, please, the temple has gone through worse. You start to hear singing in your ears. Like chanting.
Is it the choir's music night?
No, I doubt that. Oh, some unknown. My, I haven't seen those in quite a long time. And a shattered one. How very interesting.
What did you do that they're saying don't to?
Wait, what do you mean?
The unknown, they spell out don't. D-O-N-T.
Oh. Wait. Oh, there's the D.
Said
Okay,
how often?
I see. Yeah, from back here it says to nod. Listen, I'm bad at reading backwards.
Jessica steps forward and she observes the shadow unknown that she referred to as a shattered one. What have you seen, little one? What have you seen? As she places her hand on the unknown, it attacks.
Shadow Rave? Yo, I didn't bring my glow sticks.
You can hear the pain in her voice, but she goes, I see. I see.
Maybe stepping back would help.
No, I don't think so. It's trying to... What is going on further in the temple? Well, as she keeps mumbling to herself, the unknown attack. Reese, you're up first.
Reese will send out.
Reese is gonna grab the D.
No, Reese is not gonna grab the D. She's gonna grab the O and go. She will send out Dorito.
Dorito.
And
No, I
she
want
will
there to be a
Dorito. She will give Dorito inspired orders.
No, Reese
Very
has to
nice.
catch the D and the N and name them D's and nuts, and then use them
No,
to
I
beat
will
up
not.
Winter.
Dorito.
Refuse.
Dorito.
Dorime. Da 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 Dorime.
Very nice. Good damage. Unknown D. Shut up. You will
That was kinda
use
rude.
Hidden Power Bug. Dorito takes 8 damage, and Reese takes 22 damage from Hidden Power Bug. Unknown N.
Actually, hidden power was removed from Pokemon, so
Shush. What does Unknown get now? I don't even know. Oh, Unknown haven't even been in the game. I don't
No.
think.
they haven't.
Oh,
They were in
nice.
Arceus.
True, but didn't Arceus have hidden power though?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure it did.
Luna.
Me. Luna's gonna do a little disengagey. And look at the wall, apparently.
Apparently.
She's gonna do some disengagey, and she's gonna do the thing that's called applying the order. Haha.
Nice. Unknown O.
Hey, don't.
Oh!
Take your own advice and don't.
Miss. Victor.
Trying to remember typings while I'm sleep deprived as shit.
It's just psychic. It's weak to ghost, dark, and bug.
Chompies.
Very nice. Larimar.
Chompies.
Miss.
Not.
Unknown T.
When you get handed a hot mug. Ah.
Octo takes 32 damage and 0 injuries from a Shadow Rave. Octo.
Alright, time to torch the place.
Very nice. Good damage on the unknown. Dorito.
Dorito is gonna Chompies.
Very nice. Unknown D goes down, and unlike a wild Pokemon goes down where they faint on the ground. This one seems to have been recalled through the wall. Larimar. Very nice. Good damage, and it's a flinch.
Big chompies.
Reese.
Give Dorito inspired orders and agility orders.
Nice. Octo takes 9 damage and 1 injury from a struggle. Luna.
She's just gonna inspire order.
Nice. Unown. Oh. Misses. Victor.
Is debating, because if these things are being recalled, then somebody owns them, but also Shadow Boy. It would help if I was selected as Victor to see my Pokeballs instead of trying to have Larimar throw something at him. Eat.
He's got those tiny little hands.
Why is it so small?
Bitty bitty.
Woo!
Hey.
Very nice. You managed to catch the Shadow Unown. I can remove them. Remove. Octo.
Actually, it's literally still in range. To do flamethrower.
Very nice. The Unown goes down and is once again recalled through the wall. Dorito.
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 Very nice. Larimar.
Running for the chomps. That's all this boy knows how to do.
True. Hey. Very nice. The Unown faints on the ground. You there. When you arrived in the temple, was it still hidden away?
Sort of.
Under some ankle deep water.
How could... How very strange. The trials have been untouched, and yet somebody is further in the halls. How curious.
Like you just kind of haven't been paying attention to who's coming in.
No, unless they are, well, invisible, then I would have seen them or sensed them. But now that I think about it, I sense nothing in there. Well, because I am as curious as you are, at least I hope so. Allow me to explain. So, you there. Victor. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. You have with you some crystals. Yes?
Yes. I'm down to 1.
I think 1 will make enough powder.
Wait, what? No, don't. No.
She squints her eyes. Wow.
This is my last one. It's the only specimen I have. It's only can you make it with this broken one?
Well, yes, all it has to be is ground down into a fine powder and thrown on the fires.
Okay, then Victor offers the cracked distortion crystal instead of the last intact one he has.
She grabs it with haste and just lets out a sigh. It is merely a rock. Sheesh.
Don't you say that.
Triggered.
She pulls out a pestle and mortar and breaks down the rock into a fine powder.
Crouch.
Victor is wincing the entire time.
What? Is this not something that is done in your time?
Not very kosher, if you ask me.
To answer your question, these crystals aren't very common in our time and seem to be one of the few, linking pieces to the distortion world. And now that one's gone forever.
And ever and ever and ever.
It's not helping.
You have no solid link to the distortion world?
No, and the one person who does isn't very fond of others, it seems.
Oh?
Yeah, they're really gatekeeping the distortion world, if you ask me.
You're saying there's a new chosen one, I see. Another one branded by Giratina. How very interesting. They certainly did not come here.
No.
I hope they're not branded by Giratina. They're not very kind.
Well, neither was Giratina when he, all tore apart the Battle League.
Did you see? That he went through a lot, I think. Also, I know we would know about this, but was this televised?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Damn, they didn't even give any respect to the families to be like, yeah, no.
And also, it was shadowfied, so we wouldn't even know that it was different from normal Giratina, right?
No, I know that bit, but I'm getting at the fact that did we watch this happen on TV? It just exploding everything?
Yes.
Fair enough.
But you don't think Liam League would be like, man, our freaking ratings are gonna go through the roof, keep rolling.
He absolutely would. He is, in fact, a jackass.
Well, if you're quite done with all of that, here is the powder. Okay, let's see. Alright, go ahead and roll that d20, Luna. I see that pickup. $14. You find an antidote.
So while this is going on, she lets Patchwork out of the Pokeball and just says, "Find something." So he run and he rummages through the pots and tips one of them over and then runs over and gives Luna an antidote.
Nice. Alright, and after Victor turns the last brazier purple, the door opens up, and peering inside, you don't see another room. You just see pure darkness.
Imprisoning me, all that I see.
Jaska? Isn't there supposed to be more temple?
Why, yes, of course. The Hall of Shadows is just beyond that room. It's the main piece of the temple. How very strange.
Well, good enough for me.
When you arrive, you see Damien and Avery locked in battle with a man and his unknown. You can hear them yelling orders to their Pokemon, and Damien and Avery are telling the black-haired man to stand down and knock all of this off before anybody gets too hurt, calling him a madman. And that Ava will not be happy about this.
Oh, look who it is. It's Chucklefuck Central.
It really do be.
What? Hey, you think you could give us a hand with taking down the crazy man up there?
I can count on one hand how many shadow Pokemon are over there, so no, can't give you a hand. Chucklefuck 1 and Chucklefuck 2.
What do you mean, shadow Pokemon? We don't have shadow Pokemon. Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that black Kecleon and that black Castform looked so normal to me.
Oh, we've been had. We've been made.
You know,
Shit.
especially since, we have these little devices that, kind of pop on whenever shadow Pokemon are around. So, yeah, the jig's up, buddy.
Well, shit. As you all enter battle, you can hear a very commanding voice from across the room. Rid this room of these brigands, and you shall be rewarded.
Was this the man?
The man?
Was this the man that was yelling at us, or?
Yes, yeah, from
Okay,
across
okay.
the room, yeah. Alright, and then let me double check. What feature did I? Oh, yeah. Alright, he will give his prime unknown brutal orders twice.
Wait, going to?
Are you sure we can't talk this out?
No.
That guy's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and you guys are assholes, so.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No. Alright, so Damien teleports away, so I can make that miss. There we go, good damage. Alright. The Prime Unknown will teleport over here. Or, well, actually, he'll teleport over here. That's better. That's a much smarter decision. Oh, and he misses. Critical miss. Reese.
Reese is going to give Weiss inspired and agility orders.
Very nice. Guest form.
What's the ball Chinian doing?
Alright, very nice.
That's a noise.
That is most certainly a noise. Let's see. Gonna hit him with a bite.
Is Kai supposed to be in battle? Or
Did I
is that
miss?
either
Y-
Damien or...
Kai is doing the same thing Victor is doing. He, as soon as he saw you guys walk in the room, he's like hiding behind the pillar. I'll do that. Make it a little easier.
I just wasn't sure if the Zwilus was his.
It is, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, Avery, upon seeing that obviously you're not going to be helping.
Shocker. Alright, that was kind of a bitch-ass move.
Weiss takes 9 damage, and he will teleport over here. Whoop.
Victor and Kai over behind their respective pillars be like,
No.
No!
If you ain't with us, you're against us.
yeah.
Right, Damien actually used his teleport, so he'll just walk over here. Man, I don't like this. We're like being pincered or whatever. Luna.
What do you mean you don't like it from the front and the back? Oh, you shouldn't have that on, but there you go. She inspires Pylon.
Nice. Unown. Oh. All right. Nice. Victor.
Do 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 do.
Oh, he's got that hustle going on.
We're good. We're just going over here.
Nice.
Kecleon.
Kecleon.
Cat.
We'll use Shadow Corruption, so I gotta flip a coin. Unown is poisoned. Unown T. Nice. Unown S. Pylon.
We're gonna do a little floating. And we're gonna do a little zapping.
Very good.
Paralyzed!
That is a paralysis, yes.
The rare Thundershock paralysis?
I know. Alright, Yosef will keep his orders going as he, I don't know, continues to hurl archaic insults at Damien and Avery. Weiss.
Weiss What will Weiss do? Flinch.
Very nice. And yeah, that's a flinch. Very nice. Keck no.
Keck, yes.
Alright, Prime Unknown. Alright, that is...
Power steel.
Alright. Cast form is fainted. And just collapses on the ground. Reese.
Just re-upping orders.
Zwilus. Where he got? Hit him with a headbutt. Alright, that is a fainted unknown O, and it gets recalled to Yosef. Alright. Pulls out a potion. Come back to me. Alright, Damien. There you are. You
No,
rat.
I'm not. No, I'm
You
not.
rat.
No, I'm
You
not.
rat.
No.
Miss. Luna.
She's just gonna stay where she is and do her orders.
Nice. Victor.
Man's is skedaddling, and as he runs by Damien, he's throwing out fours.
Fuck. Man, you weird. Kicleon.
Oh, what is this shit?
Miss. Unknown T. All right. Kecleon goes down. Unknown S. Very nice. Pylon.
Burp, burp, burp. I guess we'll just.
Gas form goes down again. Well, rude. I just healed him.
Would you rather me to shock you?
I mean, no.
Horridus rears its skull back.
Ow.
Get
I'm
flinched.
okay. I'm okay. Well, Ava's gonna be pissed. Punch. There we go. Yeah, how'd you guys get in the distortion world anyways?
We're in the distortion temple.
Alright, Yosef will keep his orders running. Actually... Miss! Good old psychic. Alright, Weiss.
Weiss is gonna, well... After Reese realizes this asshole's just gonna up his Pokemon over and over again, well, we're just gonna take down the source of that that healing. So he'll run over and
Actually, that was the other one.
yeah, but you also no, actually, never mind. It wasn't the other one that hit me. Anyway, get flinched, bitch.
Double flinch.
Double flinch. Alright, I will keep that in mind because trying to edit... Well, actually, you can edit their initiative through here. Initiative. Here we go. Hopefully that actually stays and he doesn't keep jumping around. Alright. Crime unknown.
Please tell me his nickname is Optimus.
Yeah, we can go with that. Alright, we'll teleport over here. Very nice. Ow. You know, I kind of want to go back to the mansion. I don't like this, Reese.
So Reese is gonna keep up, agility orders and also, what is my throw range? 8. Peekaboo. Get flanked!
You know, this was supposed to be a really easy in-out job, steelback book. Man, come on. This is rude. Lear.
Lear doesn't like this man. So
Look,
Lear's
we're just library workers trying to return and or get back a.
But
Nice. All right. Ooh. All right. Luna.
gonna take a couple of steppies forward and inspire.
Nice. Victor.
Zoom.
Nice. Unknown T. Very nice. Zwilus goes down. And obviously, I mean, if it wasn't already obvious that Kaya was back there, it's very obvious now because, you know, it gets recalled from behind the pillar. Hi. Let's see, what the Damien doing? Well, first of all, he's going to teleport over here. And then he's going to sprint back this way. Pylon. Yeah, can I raise like a white flag or something? Can we work this out?
No.
No.
Why not? What did I ever do to you?
You quite literally, like, punched my Pokemon.
Your Pokemon punched me back. We're even. We squared
yeah,
up.
but
It's
you
fine.
you started that one.
I mean, we're not at like a gym or league. I mean, it's just fair.
I mean, yeah, and you know what else is fair since we're not at a gym or a league?
Knives?
Me kicking you where the sun don't shine.
I mean, I wear a lot of clothes. All the time. I don't streak. Alright, that's a paralysis.
Is he wearing a cup?
Horridus.
It's fucking
Notice how he doesn't
windy.
care. What?
Alright, very nice. Alright, Damien goes down. Kai just like slowly just starts walking over. I was just doing my job.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing personal.
You have a shitty job, my friend.
I'm starting to realize that just a little bit. And over to Victor and the black-haired man. Well, why thank you for helping out. I was worried that perhaps you wouldn't do as I said, but thank you.
I mean, we've had run-ins with them before. We know they're not trustworthy, so...
I see. Alright, Reese, what are you doing down there? Are you kicking him?
No, I was actually gonna rifle through his pockets and take the shadow Pokemon balls.
Alright.
But yeah, you know what? Since he didn't believe me, let's also kick him in the nuts, because that's what he'll wake up to.
Alright, fair enough. I'll put him at minus 20. There we go. Alright, yeah, going through his pockets, you find only one Pokeball on him, and it's Kecleon's Pokeball.
Cool.
Whoop.
That's what I figured as much. I would like Castform's Pokeball too.
Alright, yeah, ruffling through his stuff, you only find the cast form. Whoop.
It's a ball, Chinian.
Wow,
A
wow.
funky unknown you got there.
Hmm? Oh, well, it is my prime unknown, of course.
Why is it Prime?
Because it is the culmination of, well, a minimum of 5 unknown that have fused together into, well, a superior being, I suppose. He does a very classy bow, and he goes, you may call me Yosef Bumok. Once again, thank you for the assistance in defeating those brigands, ruffians, thieves, I suppose.
Defilers.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Yes,
Yeah, duels.
Yes, I suppose any of those work very well. And he kind of chuckles.
You had mentioned some reward if we helped you.
Yeah, well, yes, I suppose I did say that, yes. But I don't have all that much to give you. I have been severed from my home for ages, I suppose.
So what were you thinking when you said, and I quote, "If you help me take them down, I will reward you handsomely"? Was it you, the handsomely person?
Well,
Finger gun.
he chuckles and he does a playful spin. Well, not exactly. I am probably far older than you think I am, but
Wasn't hidden on you, my friend.
Well, but is knowledge not very important to you? To any of you?
Depends on the knowledge.
Well,
What kind of knowledge you offering?
If you let him talk.
I see that there are 2 of the, conniving little thieves are unconscious, but one still remains. How about we go somewhere, a little away from here, away from prying eyes that aren't my unknown.
Are we just leaving Kai over there to just chill by himself? Like, I mean, I know he said he's just doing his job, but like, I don't know, that's kind of sus.
I mean, for all I care, he could rot. I mean, there aren't any gallows around here, I suppose, but this place could easily be his tomb.
You're not afraid of him desecrating anything?
Yeah, and he kind of
presumably they're here for a reason, and presumably you were trying to stop them.
I will say that they weren't exactly wrong in saying that they were wanting a book. Yes. Yeah, that guy, he kind of took a book from Miss Ava and trying to get it back.
Yeah.
It is not your book to have.
Kai works with Ava.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
that's
money's good.
Not too much of a shock.
Working with her is, I suppose, a loose word.
Get a better employer. The benefits can't be that good.
I mean, it's not always about the benefits, but right, sir, the book. No, you cannot have the book. She should not have had it in the first place.
Yeah. How
Can
dare
we have
you
it,
take that from the library? The library's for all.
We would normally call them archives, but yes, library. Or temples. Or behind glass next to my throne. Is they chased me here. Do you want me to bring him along? Or is he free to rot here? I would like to not rot here.
Then
I don't know if I want to bring him along, Kai. I don't know if I want somebody who works with Ava following us, Kai. I don't know if I like him enough, Kai.
Couldn't you get the, I already forgot her name.
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Jessica?
Yeah, couldn't you get Jessica to, like, escort him out?
Ooh.
The temple sage who walked us through the trials?
The temple sages, they rest in those tombs. As far as I'm aware, that there was no temple sage.
Well, neither it's her distorted spirit, or she seemed pretty alive in the brazier room.
Spooky.
Oh wait, this goes? Wait, so this actually goes somewhere? We kind of just were thrown in here.
I mean, it used to, at least. Don't know where it leads anymore. Kai is erased from existence.
Finger snapped.
Well, I suppose that is a problem that solves itself.
Until he gets in my way again, and then it's also in the ball sack. They're about to get a very harsh talking to from Ava.
Yes, I've heard that name several times. So, shall we get out of here, I suppose? I think you might have many questions and perhaps some answers to help as well. We can exchange information, perhaps.
That
Sure.
sounds wonderful. But before we go, sure,
Yes.
Victor wants to look around and I want to take some pictures. So, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, that is understandable. You can see the book is tucked under his arm.
So why do you have this book? Who are
Hmm.
you actually? Like,
I am, as I said I am. I am Lord Yosef Bumok.
how old are you, Lord Yosef Bumok?
Well, let's
And I
see.
don't want to hear it in like a riddle of like, I am like 7 moons alive.
Can I at least say I am old enough that I suppose I can put it this way. What year is it for you? You may say current year. It is completely fine.
It's the year 2024. We're dating ourselves.
Look, there was no reason not to just do it. We don't need to do some Mega Man
I don't know,
20XX
maybe
stuff.
yeah, exactly. Maybe you wanted it to be that point.
I mean,
And now when people watch this, like in 3 years, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, they played in 2024."
oh no.
Oh no, he dated the stream! No!
Anyways, Yosef will go, so time hasn't changed much from those 4 that I met before. Yes, well, as I told them, I am from a much older time where kingdoms reign supreme, kings, queens, lords, dukes, and duchesses.
You ran into other people?
Yes, I did, in fact. What were their names?
Let me guess, one of them.
Anders.
Yep, I was gonna say one of them had a dumbass name like Anders.
Yes, Anders, Cheshire, Tyler, and Ziggy.
And you ran into them where?
Well, they ran into me at my home.
Where's your home?
Well, I have been severed from my true home, but I have made a quaint living in the distortion world, away from the eyes of, well, the new supposed ruler of the distortion world, this Ava woman.
And you talked to them and told them about yourself, even though they work for Ava?
They work for Ava.
I mean, they gotta, considering the fact that they have shadow Pokemon.
Yes, shattered Pokemon, yes.
How does he react to having his metal staff magnet pulled?
I mean, as it is pulled, it, obviously slides off of his back, and he snaps his fingers, and it appears back in his hand. Please do not do that. Don't touch the staff. Also, to be fair, now that I think about it, is gold even conductive or magnetic?
Probably not.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Pyrite
Okay.
is, though. Fool's gold.
Yeah,
His
maybe
staff pulls gold.
we'll say it's got some metal brackets on it, because no, it's gold. I'm not gonna go through some fool's gold shit.
How would he know the difference?
Let's
Yeah,
not
he
worry
doesn't
about
even
that.
know what year it is.
Let's not worry about that. Anyways,
Well, assuming the times that he was describing are in fact medieval times, he was around about 400, like late 400, early 500s.
yes, I suppose that might be, well, that might be accurate, though, of course, from my understanding, your time does not, your calendars do not reset when a new ruler takes over.
No,
I
they
was-
do not.
I was informed by the other four that you don't exactly have kings and queens anymore, or emperors.
I mean,
No, there is one quote unquote king, but he's kind of a fucknut, so.
yeah, they're more figureheads to drive up tourism now.
Oh, very interesting.
Well, all that being said, Victor, if you're done, we can blow this joint.
Prefer we didn't blow this joint. That sounds damaging.
Alright. Well, then, I suppose as you guys all gather around Yosef here, he swirls his staff around and... Alright, and as he pulls you into the distortion world, he lets out a deep sigh. I suppose that is getting to be quite draining on me. My apologies for the puddle.
You know, I almost made a joke about him putting me in a puddle. I am glad you acknowledged it. My shoes are wet. Why? Why did you do this to me? No. She stamps her feet. Do they light up?
Yes.
You're lucky.
My apologies. My powers are starting to wane a little bit. Lots of travel recently. But anyways, I digress. Follow me. He walks into this little hut and he...
You have a laptop.
Is that what that is? Is that what that is called?
That's kind of a big deal.
Well, I merely found it in the random junk that floats about the distortion world. Well, Octo goes into the device, but it is dead as fuck.
You know, I should have expected that. All right.
Bring a pylon to charge it up.
So why are we so interested in this laptop?
I was just surprised to see one in here, honestly. But if we can get it working, then we can see who owned it last and possibly get information off of it. Not that there's a guarantee it'll be useful or not, but something.
It is like a tablet, like an archive.
Yep.
Yeah, it can access other tablets and archives and pretty much all recorded information that we have access to.
That requires electricity.
Yes.
We're gonna turn this man into a neat.
Huh. Very interesting.
So Pylon will zap it up.
All right. So, Pylon does get the laptop running, and it seems to be used to be owned by the Penumbra Foundation from the login screen. It is requesting an employee ID.
Okay.
So you're able to, you get into it. When you enter in the code, obviously you get the pop-up screen that says, "Welcome back, Gideon." And you go to the main page and you see a whole bunch of, encrypted files strewn about on a very messy desktop.
Ugh.
That tracks for how Gideon is as a person.
Yeah, figured somebody who is, kind of a science nerd would take better care of his damn workspaces, but whatever.
Or
I guess
set
she's...
them up like that on purpose to deter people from going through them.
That's fair enough.
I hate to once again ask, what is so important about this laptop exactly?
It could have something on it that we want to know.
I see.
Or it
course.
could not. It could just be a bunch of homework folders.
I suppose so.
He's just gonna pretend like he knows what that means and walks away.
Yes, very much so. I will say this, so while your characters have very limited interaction with Ava, you do recognize that his face, like the faces that he makes, his like, squinting, and obviously the two-tone in his hair is very reminiscent of Ava and her brother. Victor, what you doing?
He's trying not to be rude about it, but also really wants to go through these scrolls in the book that's on the table.
Well, he seems to have no objection when you kind of reach over to maybe open, or just kind of like slyly maybe push over one of the scrolls so it rolls and opens up. He makes no words of it as he picks up the copper mug and takes a drink from it.
I hope that shit isn't oxidized.
But as you look over the scroll, it has, once again, the unknown language, but once again with a couple extra symbols in it.
Yosef?
Yes?
What letters are these? And Victor's like pointing out the extra unknown.
Oh, those. Well, those are Alpha Unknown. They are, I've heard it described as a bit of flavor. But the proper way would be they are unknown that take on the forms of arcane knowledge. Why is it not something that you can read?
They're very, like, back of my mind familiar, but they're not part of our, like... The unknown minus those alpha unknown are very similar to our current language, but with these ones added in, it basically makes it nonsense to us. Not that it's nonsense or anything, it's just a harder time reading it.
Ah, I see. Well, you don't have to worry too much about that. I know that book looks mighty impressive, but I've merely been using it as a bit of a way to keep my sanity. Writing down my day-to-day and what I might do if I can ever get out of this dimension. As much as I have reasons to be here, I feel as though it is time for me to not be here, especially with not seeing Giratina at all. It fills me with worry and a trickle of dread.
Speaking of Giratina, how can you explain to me how the temple ties in with him and possibly your beliefs?
Of course, with pleasure. If I remember correctly from before, they mentioned that there seems to be nothing left of the Bumok kingdom that once graced the deserts of Hyrus. 'Tis a shame, but I suppose to be expected after my disappearance. But you see, back during my time, kingdoms rose and fell through the blessings or the banes of legendary Pokemon, and my kingdom always curried the favor of Giratina. We were his chosen until it was my time to take power. And I don't know. It refused. I don't know. But yes, the temple that we were in, or the singular part of it, yes, it was one of our many holy sites. The reason for it being called the Reflection Temple. There were many of them scattered about, but that was the main one. As you can also guess, we may have dabbled a little bit in the shattered process, or I believe you called them shadow Pokemon?
Yes. There's evidence that it's doing such a process to these Pokemon, like, really emotionally and mentally scars them.
Yes, it created war machines. It's not exactly something that I enjoyed very much, but I also saw the use in them. But perhaps that's why I was never able to gain favor. And it was a process that I wished to stop. But when I was not able to, when I was not chosen, well, I took my own path and became a rune master, as you can see from my command of the Unown. And he once again kind of adjusts the book under his arm.
Noticing him shuffling the book around again, did he tell us what the book was? Or just we know that he stole it from Ava?
Yeah, you know that he stole it from Ava.
Well, then I would ask him about the book.
I was invited to... Well, invited is a nice way to put it. More like forced to appear before this Ava at her mansion, I believe she called it. Very, very interesting place, but I digress. I happened to notice a book when I got there. She was flipping through it, and well, I may or may not always have a few tricks up my sleeves, and I had an invisible unknown observing. And being the rune master I am, I can see through the eyes of the unknown. And when I realized what the book depicted, well, I knew that perhaps that this woman should not have that. So when my meeting with her was over, I took the book and left. Simple as that.
Man.
Good judge of character.
Yes, well, I have been fed some little bits of information about Ava from those four that you seem to have issues with, but they've not been much of an issue for me. They've been rather forthcoming with information. They seem...
They're the ones who stole and gave that book to Ava in the first place.
And yet they are so forthcoming with information to me.
I don't kind of dumbasses to begin with. So I take everything they do with a grain of salt, but they aren't necessarily good people.
Agents of chaos is what you are saying. Mercenaries.
Dumbasses.
Dunces.
Yes. Wholehearted dumbasses.
Village idiots? Jesters. Fools.
Buffoons.
I see.
So Pylon is very tired from being an external battery. So he goes over to the candelabras and realizes that that's just fire, and now he is sad.
They aren't, in fact, those candle LEDs.
Exactly.
He was hoping he could steal some big sippies from them.
Nope. So now he is sad, and he sits in the pot.
Well, I suppose, Luna, if you want to take that laptop with you, you may. I certainly have no use for it.
What? Oh, you said I could take it?
Yes, I was merely using it as a tray for food sometimes.
That's why it's filthy.
Is it sticky?
Food.
Wait,
what have
was
you
that?
been eating?
Oh, well, distortion plants, they grow distortion fruit. They are quite nutritious. You just have to eat around the pit.
To answer your question, yes, it was sticky.
You can cook distortion plants about 40 different ways. Though I can only cook them a couple of ways with this pot.
Well, Octo will extract himself. He looked like he's seen some shit. He's gonna recall himself.
Nice.
And Luna will bag that up. Well, at least we got something out of this.
Yes, if you don't mind, can we take pictures of the book you're holding?
So,
We were tasked to grab it from somebody who researches shadow Pokemon in an effort to reverse the process, so we're not going to be making more. It would be to help them.
And he squints for a moment, and he goes, how about I just...
You can keep the book. We just need pictures to so
No, I was merely keeping the book away from her. From the way you speak and I can see it about you, I will just give you the book.
Homie.
Hey. She will grab the book and then hand it to Victor.
Cool, big spooky book.
Not to be like that person, Yosef, but have you thought about the fact that you kind of look like Ava?
Yes, I have. That was something that was mentioned by one of the other four. There is... I was not able to... And he brushes away the hair away from his neck, and you can see that he has a birthmark on his neck that looks similar to, let's just say, some type of like Giratina iconography in a way. And he puts his hair back and he goes, there is a chance that she is of my bloodline.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Yes, quite so, but I suppose the Bumok Empire was always, the Bumok Kingdom was always, we were always depicted as conniving and evil, though that is something I wanted to change. I once tried to get audience with Von Hyrus, and that went horribly.
I see. Luna is mentally chiding herself for not paying attention in history class.
Now then, I suppose I can offer you the same thing that I offered the four. It really is going to take the last of my energy for the day, or month, or however long. Time is so strange here. I can send you back to the regular world.
Oh, yes, please.
But can you, in your mind, picture someplace that you can hold in your mind for me to send you back? An anchoring point, perhaps.
So is this like we all have to imagine the same place kind of thing?
Well, you don't necessarily, but I would have to, if you chose multiple spots, I would just have to choose one.
Back to the fossil dig site. Back to the fossil dig site.
Luna, Reese?
In all seriousness, where do we want to go?
Well, I mean, we have to go back to the professor. And he's still
Oh, yeah, the professor's still in the temple. Holy shit.
As nice as it would be to be like, oh, fast travel is here. He's gonna be like, what the fuck happened to them?
When your kingdom was in place, did y'all have the reflective pool that reflected the moon and was out in front of the Temple of Reflections?
Well, that used to be some of our only farmland that we had. To be honest, we didn't really think much of it, but yes, a temple was put there.
Well, if you could put us back at the entrance of the temple, that would actually help a lot.
Okay, I can do that.
Professor?
Oh, what? Wait, huh? What?
We got what we came for. It's time to go.
Yes, of course. Farewell, Jessica. Perhaps I will be back another time. You are very interesting. Yes. Oh, she's a windbag.
That's not nice. Oh, Victor wanted his distortion crystal back, and he's not through. It's not through.
I mean, you managed to pry it out, and the door immediately just slams shut.
Bye, Jessica.
Bye, Jessica.
Bye, Jessica.
I know you talked about how long you were behind that door, but get back there.
Nope, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. This has been quite the strange day. You said you got what you came for. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
We actually got exactly what you had wanted a while back.
Oh.
Yeah, here's the book of shadow rituals.
What? Oh, why thank you.
We met a very handsome gentleman.
It is 2 a.m. I will, how about we get some sleep and we can discuss this over breakfast, perhaps, or a very, very late lunch.
Bet.
You gonna call a taxi, Professor?
Well, I mean, Sandy Springs has the trick room has hotel rooms.
It's a con man.
Well, yes, he's not exactly the friendliest face, but it would take us quite a bit of time to go anywhere else, unless somebody has a secret base.
What was that? A secret base, you say?
A secret base, one says.
Well,
Say less.
We're gonna get off the temple, and we're gonna go over here. We're gonna deploy it in the cactus.
Thanks for joining us on this journey, trainers. If you're eager for more exciting adventures, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss out.